Hello, welcome back. We are in our read through of the 1800s King James Pictorial Bible. We are in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 4, so please grab a Bible if you have one. Read along with me. If not, that's okay too. And let's dive back into the story of this prophet Samuel and all that he is going to do in Israel. Chapter 4. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines pitched in Aphek. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel, and when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore hath the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So the people sent to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of the God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord has come into the camp. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there hath not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Be strong and quit yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye not be servants unto the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Quit yourselves like men, and fight. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten. And they fled every man unto his tent, and there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent, and with earth upon his head. And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon a seat by the wayside watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, What meaneth the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dim, that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, What is there done, my son? And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there hath been also a great slaughter among the people, and thy two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck brake, and he died, for he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. And his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife, was with child near to be delivered, and when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself, and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the women that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because of her father-in-law and her husband. And she said, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. So, we didn't actually hear much about Samuel in this chapter of 1 Samuel, but we do get resolution on what was prophesied about Eli and his sons. God says, You have let me down in the service that I have put you in. You are supposed to be serving the people, ministering to them, and keeping the law, and doing the appropriate sacrifices, and keeping the people accountable to what the law says, teaching them the law, fulfilling the law in all of the different services you're meant to do as Levites and priests. You're not doing it, and you're going to die, and your sons are going to die. And today we see that Israel is in a fight with the Philistines. They're going to be fighting the Philistines a lot. You're going to hear Philistines a lot for a while. And it's not going well. And they don't actually seek the Lord. You notice in this story, it doesn't say they prayed and asked God, help us win this fight, or what should we do to win this fight, or God, are you going to let us win this fight? No, they just say, you know what? we should go get the ark because that's our magic object that we have. And if we go get that, we're going to win the battle. That's our sacred, like, that's our totem. If we have it with us, we'll win for sure. God does not like that. He is not about that. He does not hold to, oh, as long as you have this sacred object, you're good. He's only going to be on your side if that's what needs to happen. So they try that. It does not work. And a lot of people die, including Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas, who really sinned more grievously than their dad, but their dad sinned by allowing their sin to continue. And so then he hears the news back home, and he's super old, and he falls over and dies hearing it. And then his daughter-in-law, one of the wives of one of these priests, dies in childbirth. So it's all sadness here. But God takes his holiness seriously, and he also he doesn't like being put to the test. Which is funny, I know, because just in Judges, we did read about Gideon and laying out that fleece and God being like, okay, I'll keep doing this for you. But, you know, he doesn't take to people who have been actively in rebellion against him, trying to say, oh, this is our God, he's on our side. We're taking this thing and we're going to make it happen. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. God doesn't play. But Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow to read chapter 5. We'll hear more about the Philistines. And yeah, in the meantime, I pray that the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, and give you peace. God bless.